So I will say, out of most YouTube content creators for the Cincinnati Bengals, I feel like I'm probably the highest on Chase Brown having a fantastic year next year. Meaning, I think he'll become an RB1. By the end of the season, he'll be a RB1 moving forward. Not everyone feels that way. I understand. Not everyone thinks Chase Brown's going to be the one of the best running backs in the NFL. I don't think he'll be a top 5, but I think he'll easily become a top 15 next year, and he is going to be our future at the running back position. With that being said, they asked him about the whole him having to take over and get a bigger role next season because now Joe Mixon is gone. Here's what he had to say. I did it in college, Brown said about handling a big load. Big running back load. You know, it didn't sound any better the more I clarified that. That's why we're in this building. I think everyone in here has the same mindset of competing and producing in any way they can. That's just my mindset every single day. However that comes, I'm ready to take on whatever comes my way. And again, you know, I say this a million times, it's the mentality of being a Bengal, and I'm so happy to see, even in the short time we've had him, Chase Brown has really mastered / adopted to that mentality of, yeah, as a Bengal, you have to deal with adversity. You have to deal with change. You have to deal with things that you don't want to deal with or / you don't think you might be able to deal with. And how you're able to overcome it, how you're able to go to that next level is what makes you a Bengal. So, continuing a little bit down the line, he talks about Joe Mixon, how Joe Mixon is gone. And here's what he had to say. He's done so much for this team, the city, the fan base. We're going to miss him. Gave him a call to see how he was doing, what his mindset was. He's definitely in a good place. The Texans are going to be a great city for him. He's a killer out there. So I'm excited for him in that sense. But opens up a lot of opportunity over here and excited to get back to work. I'm also excited for the fact that we do not play the Texans, I believe, until 2026. Which I really like, because by that time Joe Mixon might be either he won't be retired, but he will be very much on the downcline of his career. And then we won't have to play him angry or upset that we traded him / cut him. And yeah, by that time it will be a lot different of a scenario. Mike posted on Twitter, he said, he posted an interview of the whole situation with Chase Brown, and he quote tweeted this saying, he's done so, oh yeah, that was the Joe Mixon tweet. And again, like I said, at the end of the day, character definitely goes into a lot when it comes to, you know, having faith or thinking the guy is going to take off or become the RB1. And I think Chase Brown has what it takes from a mental perspective and as a character perspective, right? Because that's a part of it. When you're a leader, when you're the number one at your position, there is a character / leader perspective, and then there's a level of play, right? Potential, explosiveness, and what you can contribute. Last year in the offseason, we saw Chase Brown really work on preseason, really work on his pass blocking. He had more pass blocking snaps than any other running back in the NFL during preseason. I know you might say, well, not every single starter was playing. There's 90-man rosters in the preseason. He had the most pass blocking snaps. And while, yes, he didn't get much play time throughout the season, actually got hurt when we finally tried to start utilizing him, he really showed one thing. And I think last season, there was only a couple of things I wanted to take away, right? I didn't think Chase Brown was going to be the best running back ever last season. I didn't think he was going to become an RB1 over Joe Mixon. But what I did want to see was the potential of what he can give us. And in the short size he did last season, he showed us, one, in that Colts game where he took a 56-yard screen pass to the house on the first play. 2, when he broke away a 40-yard run. 3, his pass blocking ability. And number 4, is his receiving ability as a whole. He is what I would call a Swiss Army knife. And when I could see all those things in one player, right? Obviously, yes, I want to see him keep on doing it, keep on getting better and better, and that's why I'm not going to sit here and tell you I think he's going to be a top 5 running back. But what I can tell you is, I have seen enough to have faith that maybe not a top 5 running back, but he's going to be a good quality piece that's going to elevate this offense drastically. And that's why I'm so high on him. That's why I'm so amped about him. And Zach Moss is also going to do the same thing, and Zach Moss is also really great in pass blocking. The more Swiss Army knives, as I would say, you have in this offense, the better this offense is going to get. Yes, you have to work on your offensive line, but you also have to work on some, players that can make plays, get open, do some crazy things. And right now for Chase Brown, the sky is the limit. There is nothing that is holding this man back other than obviously injury last year. Knock on wood, it doesn't happen again. From hitting his true potential, which I think his true potential, and again, call me crazy, he's a top 10 running back. That's his true potential. I think he can end his season off as a top 15 running back and proceed the following season as a top 10. I don't know if he'll ever become a top 5, to be honest, but I think top 10 is a place where I feel okay with, and I'm very, very happy. I'd be very happy if we can get to that point. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.